Welcome back, welcome back. So, just got finished watching a reading, more like a therapy lesson, you know? And it was definitely a reading for me because of all the things that it talked about and how surviving certain things and going through so much and thinking I'm so little because I'm fair. Not really fair. I appreciate the level that I'm on. And it was saying about how my story will resonate with a lot of different people. And I said, yeah, I could believe that because the things I talk about, a lot of mental things. I am the mental Jedi. See, other niggas could teach you physical things. They could teach you how to get to college and fix a car and all these things. There are not, and I repeat, there are not a lot of men that know how to literally get through life's toughest problems. They can write books on it, but guess what? They didn't go through it, so they don't know what to say. Each individual person is different. That's why no one man can do that job unless the Lord puts you through the gauntlet and you get fucked up by damn near everything. So then you know what it feels like to keep sound the horns, my daddy in the building. So then you have experience. You're not just some fucking guy talking shit and saying, I went to Harvard. I studied people that had problems. No, I am the person that had problems. And I used what the fucking smart people said and got over it myself. So the smart people figured out what triggers people and but they can't tell you how to get over it. They can tell you what gets over things, but they can't tell you how to get over it. Want to know how to get over stop drinking? Stop fucking drinking. That's how you stop drinking. Stop. But you're different than everybody else. You need to wing yourself off. Other niggas need to swift bark in their fucking face a couple of times and say, your wife and kids are gonna need you. You're gonna die soon. And that wakes some niggas up. Some men, some women, it's all different. So as I'm listening to this, and they're talking about all these different things they were going through, and they brought up the family abuse and shit, and I always talk about that a lot besides friends and being backstabbed. I got backstabbed by everybody. There's no person that you like or have in your life that wasn't in my life that either backstabbed, sound the horns, backstabbed me, or did nothing. It's one thing when someone backstabs you, does you dirty. It's even worse when other people watch and they don't do anything. Because either they're in on it or they believe the lies. So, you're pretty much fucking on your own. And as a man, there's not a lot of mental health for men. A woman, you have mental health everywhere you go. There's always somebody there to listen to your fucking problems and tell you it's going to be okay. You always have somebody that will fix a fucking problem. Not always, and because I see you out there struggling now. But it ain't about man or woman. These problems are problems that we all face. And it made me feel good to hear that, And I was wondering to myself, I was thinking like, you definitely are getting blocked. Because I do say some of the realest things. And it's not about being the first or whatever. No, the things I champion have always been here, and people don't talk about them. And if they do, they get blocked too. So it's not mainstream. Even though they're the fucking most important things in the world, sound the horns. You know what I mean? So I don't want to go too much on that because, you know, you get blocked. But I'm learning how to speak. And I'm learning to give up on this shit anyway. I realize this is not, I'm going to make something else. I'll probably still do this because I like this form of therapy. But this was the first form, you know? I needed to take the leap and literally embarrass myself knowing the real me is under there that can be doing this the right way. But other people just like me, we don't have the time, we don't have the money, and sometimes you gotta change in front of people and look like an asshole by losing most of the times, and they're looking at you like, whoa, just stop trying to change, you're fucking not gonna. Fuck you, eat my dick. This is my new life now. I'm not stopping until I change, you know? When you have that level of dedication, I love West New York, boy. It does things for you, you know? And then I thought about how all the people I meet have been hurt. Everybody, my enemies, sound the horns, the good people, everyone. You know, there are people that haven't been hurt, I met, but it's like I'm always drawn to certain people, and I think that's why the Lord favors me by keeping me alive, so I can keep on doing this, you know? And I feel bad what I'm about to say, like men, I never really had success, sound the horns, never really had too much success with yous, you know? Not too many men need to be taught, get the fuck up and go to work and shit, you know? There's enough men that know that. There's many men that can teach you how to do that better than I can. They're not going to teach you how to get in work, get sabotaged by work, and still break through all their fucking bullshit. See, they're not going to get you ready for that. They're going to tell you, get your muscles up, get your mind right, and then go out there, and then all the other alphas will love you. No, they won't. They're going to rip you to fucking shreds because you're the new hot thing. And if you come up there, they're not the new hot thing. So they're going to click up on you. See, they ain't going to teach you that. That's the secret. That's why I don't want to be a fucking alpha. That's why I don't give a fuck about that red pill manosphere. They're all living off ideologies my father made up, and it's only half of the ideology anyway. It's not even all of it. These niggas is just plagiarizers. And then, I'm not one of them anyway. I'm not one of you people. You fucking normies. You middle class and up ass niggas. I'm from the fucking bottom, baby. Like what Drake tries to portray. Started from the bottom and we here. I started from the bottom and I'm still here. And I'm fucking more happier than you niggas that did make it. Cause you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. You thought that was making it. No, actually maturing and becoming a grown-ass person, getting over the bullshit that happened to you, your past that you may not even know really affects you to this day, that's really making it, you know? Because then you can be happy with what you have, and then strive for even more, because, you know, nobody wants to be a broke-ass nigga. The Lord don't even want you to be broke. The fuck? He don't want you to always be rich neither, though. See, when you find out your friends and your family and the way you actually live your life is riches, you start realizing, anybody can have that, but do you know how to work it and make it what it is? Most people don't, because they haven't realized you already have happiness inside you. You already have love inside you. When people hate on you, they block it, and then you don't know how to let it out. And I realized that's why the Lord does what he does, and that's why he made me love so hard and continue. I never have that giving up shit because I learned to love. I've always learned to let it out instead of being like everybody else. Like, oh, people did me dirty. I'm gonna be mean to everybody else. Or I'm not gonna help people randomly for no reason. It's the right thing to do, and I get to choose when and who I do it to. So why wouldn't I do it? Why wouldn't I show my love? Why wouldn't I give my help? I realize the world beat a lot of people out of that. Their natural given purpose. We have a lot of purposes, but that's one of them. People forgot, like, doing shit like that makes you happy. You know, you start building relationships and friends, and the next thing you know, you're sad. You're walking down the street, and somebody goes, "Hey!" And you're like, "Oh, somebody likes me. I'm friends." Get it? A lot of people be not living life, while others, you know, they already got their chance. They doing their thing. A lot of us got robbed. We had bad parents. Whatever the case may be. And we got to get over these things. We got to realize, fuck these other people in their world. You know, they got it good. They don't have to fix nothing. They don't have to. They're in that world of that. And that's what's up for them, you know. But we don't need to worry about being in their world. We need to create our world. Because, you know, they're not really all that happy over there neither. They're figuring it out. They're just smart enough to do the things that my father said, like, you know, pick a woman and stay with them and shit. But they didn't learn how to fall in love, a lot of them. They'll go to work, they'll do all the things they need to do, they'll be good women, they'll be good husbands, but they don't really know how to love each other, and, like, they miss those little things. You know, that's why divorce be happening so much. And because they base their shit off the human race and growth and family and responsibility, not just I need to be in love with somebody. No, see, when you going in, I have a bloodline, and it's very important. Other people don't care about their bloodline, and if they're here in the future, and if they are here, they don't care if they have junkie and druggie in their fucking DNA, so they have to worry about those problems. Get it? When you care about that, the most important thing there is, your family, your bloodline, then you start, you know, things start changing and shit. Who you sleep with and want to mate with changes. You start picking people off shit that actually matters, that's going to go forth within your bloodline. You know what I mean? You start rebuilding. You don't worry about that. You're the, sound the horns, that you're the one. You know? A lot of people come from families that already got their missions and bloodlines to hold on to. A lot of us have bloodlines to build, you know? And since your people dropped the fucking ball, alright, you're waiting. Since your bloodline dropped the ball, my bloodline dropped the ball, but you're the one of your bloodline because you're waking up, and I'm the one of my bloodline. Maybe we can unite the blood since you got half of your knuckleheads and I got half my knuckleheads, but you woke up and I woke up, so maybe the Lord will cancel out the knucklehead side of me and the knucklehead side of you, and then we get together and we make a new sort of bloodline, and they don't have knucklehead in them. You know what I'm saying? That's what my fight's always been about. It ain't just about me. It ain't about being rich. It's about actually getting regular people to realize, like, yo, bro, first of all, being regular is easy. Everybody's granted that. Being super rich ain't. Having a good wife and a family and being a loyal husband, that's granted for every woman that wants to have that. You just gotta work for it. Jesus Christ, I love Western York. Jesus Christ. Let me go inside and pay my own cable bill before I be out here lost like a maniac. Oh man, that is hot, bro. But seriously, you know? Start thinking of your bloodline and start realizing if you have a fucked up family and you're trying, well, you're the champion and you need to champion your bloodline. Stop thinking that you're nothing because you're poor. You have a very, very important mission for the future. All love, all praise to the Most High.